Hello, everybody. I know it's been a long time since I posted a video. I lost my dad, so I had to change location for a while. I changed my location, I changed a lot of things about me, and I'm here right now. But I had a situation. I relocated to the hometown where I grew up at. In the course of relocating, because my dad died, right? I had a sense of nostalgia, remembering old things that happened. I think one of the biggest mistakes I ever made was trying to relive my past, because where I first fell in love ever in my life was in my hometown where I grew up at. So I think for some reason I wanted to relive that experience. So I was looking for love once again, which I stumbled on somebody, a girl, light skin, beautiful, not as beautiful as I would have wanted, but I was willing to upgrade her to what I wanted. She had the potential for it, and she seemed very similar to stuff I could work with. She was respectful, she was nice, she was hardworking. She is hardworking. She works very hard, very, like, where she works really hard. So these were qualities I felt like, wow, I could build up on and stuff like that. But unknown to me, I didn't know she was a narcissist. And narcissists are unrepentant. Even if they tell you they would change. Now, at first, there was nothing to, be skeptical about. We were chatting, we were discussing. But one thing I noticed first of all was the fact that the first red flag was whenever I wasn't there, she never initiated, regardless of how good I made her feel. It was more like out of sight, out of mind. But whenever she saw me, her eyes would lit up. She would be so, you could tell the excitement, and all of that. I was nice to her, took her out, did stuff for her, even without her asking. When we talked, had a few conversations, I just needed to listen. Then I knew what to do to make her life better. I did all those stuff, thinking I was investing in a right place. But I had no idea that it was all an act. Only for me to realize that she kept multiple partners like a sport. Whatever she was doing with me wasn't special. It was the same with all the partners she had. A lot of people that were around her, you would be disappointed when you compare yourself to them. Like, really? She deals with me and she goes this low and stuff like this. But looking at her on the outer surface, she looks very innocent, beautiful, hardworking, smart, and all of that. First of all, I thought she was an avoidant, which she could still be. But it was later in the course of me bothering about her, the curiosity in me made me start to investigate, right? Then I started to realize that she's not just an avoidant, she's also a narcissist. And one thing you should know about a narcissist, no matter what, they will never change. I don't care how you want to see it. Even when they tell you they will change. First off, they always have a very good excuse. They always have a very good excuse for everything. Right? Secondly, they always make sure they do the right things that suits you, because every communication you have, every information you pass to them is an armor. It's an armor they use. You might say it innocently, but it's an armor for them. They know how to flip it around and use it to their own advantage against you. They do that always. You feel me? It took me over a year to really figure out who she really is. Fast forward to a few days ago, we had sex for the first time. And what I noticed is, in her mannerisms, sex was nothing to her. It meant absolutely nothing to her. If anything, it was also another weapon to keep me hooked, or keep whoever she had sex with hooked to her. You feel me? She was very emotionless about it. Although the usual moaning was there, the feel of pleasure, but you could tell she was really disconnected. And after the sex, she insisted that I did not see her off. I wanted to see her off. She insisted I did not see her off. That was another red flag, and it was clear to me, right? Then, after a day after that, I tried calling her. I figured out she blocked me, all of my phone numbers, and even on WhatsApp she did too. So I went to her house, saw her mom. Her mom said she wasn't around. I said, okay, fine, tell her I came around. And later that night, somewhere around 9 p.m., I used the phone of one of my friends to call her. Immediately she heard my voice. She said wrong number with an authoritative tone and cut the call. I wasn't offended for some reason. I was like, okay, confirming my point. Then the next day in the morning, around 9 a.m., she called me and told me that her mom told her I came around. I said, yeah, I came around. I thought you blocked my number. But she was like, no, I didn't block your number. No, this, that. I was like, it's fine. But what that told me was she spent the night out. She didn't sleep at home. Because that information, if she came back home that night, she could have gotten that information from her mom, and her mom would have told her about it that very night, right? But it was when she came back in the morning, she got the information and she called me almost immediately after she arrived. I learned my lesson. So me in return, I deleted her number, blocked her number too, and blocked her too on WhatsApp. Now, I had my suspicions, but it became more clear to me who I had been dealing with. A narcissist. They would never change. There are countless stories of me being able to tell you about where I felt some things were off, but she would be like, I would change. Always. That was it. I would change. But there was no effort towards it. Sometimes she would use emotions. She would use all sorts of things just to make it seem like, she was going to change and do better. But she never did better. Another thing is, she never initiated contact except she needed something. Only when she needed stuff she was going to initiate contact. Or when I sent her maybe money randomly, then she would initiate and call to say thank you. Meanwhile, all of this is quoted in respect and niceness. So it was easy to throw me off from the actual fact of who she was with being nice and respectful at the same time. While you would think that was a good thing, it was just the cover up for who she really was. You feel me? So this bothered me for a long time, for over a year. It's been very problematic. But this year right now, I think I'm getting myself a hold of myself better, because the only problem I had was I would just wanted to love somebody. I just wanted to love again. It had been a while. I'm well aware that it is very difficult to find who to love this day and time. But the essence of nostalgia being the fact that I came back to my hometown, I wanted to relive my past, and that was a mistake on my part, which I accept. Then I allowed this to happen to me. And it went on for a very long time. The mind games, the lies, the subtle lies and manipulations, the misinformation, all of it. But I think I'm getting better. I've always known, but I had no concrete evidence, right? So I didn't want to jump into conclusion. And that was another mistake on my part. Sensing it was enough. Sensing, having a funny feeling is enough. It's enough. You don't need concrete evidence, trust me. When it comes to relationship, the instincts, the heart don't lie, would not lie to you even if you don't have concrete evidence. So this is me waking up from the threshold of a narcissist, and I hope to continue my YouTube journey. Happy 2026. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you soon many other times. Bye for now.